My name is Marvin Smith. I am the CEO and founder of Smith Bookkeeping Financial Services, LLC. I want to talk about my second segment, which is called a Startup Business Checklist. The first segment was based on business name and legal structure. The second segment I'm going to talk about is two things that you need to do. Once you have your name and you decide the business structure, once you have your legal name, which is the name of your business, and you decide what type of business you're going to have, which is a sole proprietorship, LLC or corporation. Once that's established, the third step is to get what they call federal employer identification number. Again, this is called a federal employer identification number, or another name for it is called EIN, which stands for employer identification number. Where can you get this at? The IRS. You either can call them up, or you can go online and fill out what they call a SS4. This is for a federal tax ID number. Again, a federal tax ID number. The other names for it is called a federal employer identification number. Or you'll hear sometimes they say EIN, which stands for employer identification number. This is a 9-digit number like your social security number, but this is for your business. This is a business tax ID number. It's a 9-digit number. And it'll start with, let's say the first two digits are 47 dash. Then you'll have the other 7 numbers after that. Again, a tax ID number will always start off with the first 2 numbers, then a dash, then the 7 other numbers. So it's a 9-digit number. What is it called? Again, one more time. Once you have your legal name, 2, your legal business structure, 3 is what they call a tax ID number or EIN number, employee identification number. Where can you get this from? The IRS.gov. The form is a SS4. The next one is, once you do that third step, the fourth step is to open up a company bank account. Well, in other words, you open up a company bank account. So, for example, if it's a restaurant, it would be called a company bank account, which is another name for it. It's called an operating account, where all your operating costs to run the business comes out of there, and all your revenue or sales are recorded in what they call the operating account. If you're a lawyer or a real estate firm, you're going to get 2 accounts, business bank account. One is called an operating account, where you'll record all your revenue and your expenses. And the other one is called an escrow account. Or another name for it is called IOTA, which means Interest on Loan Trust Account. That's the acronym. IOTA, Interest on Loan Trust Account. So the fourth step is to open up a business bank account, depending on what type of business it is. If it's a restaurant, you open up what they call an operating account. This is going to record all your revenue or sales and all your expenses, which is called operating costs, in this one account. Now, some people, they'll get 2 accounts. One an operating account and another one is a payroll account. Because what they don't want to do is commingle their funds. Some business owners do not like to mix up their funds. So, for example, if you have a construction company, you're going to open up an operating account, will record all your revenue and expenses, and you'll open up another operating account, which will be a holding account for any client's deposits on material. So what that means is, for example, that second account, which will be for materials, that means if you had a client that you met and they want their roof done or they want anything on their house done, however, they want to start the job 6 months down the line. So you're going to take the client's down payment, which is their security deposit, and you're going to put it in the material account. Why? Because 2 things. One, that is to start the job. and buy the materials. Or 2, the client might change their mind and want a refund back. So you wouldn't put it in your operating account where all your revenue and expenses are because you don't want to commingle funds. The third component to that is, let's say you don't have a line of credit, business credit. So if you don't have a line of business credit and you operate on a cash basis, you want to make sure you have a multiple account. One account you know that's going to hold the client's down payment. So as I mentioned today, this is called the business checklist for all entrepreneurs who desire to own a business. These are the necessary steps that you must take. 1, you must choose a name. 2, you must choose a legal structure, which means what type of business it's going to be. It's going to be a sole proprietor, LLC, or corporation. The third step is you must go to the IRS.gov and apply for what they call a EIN, which is Employer Identification Number, or Federal Employer Identification Number, which is simple a tax ID number, which is a 9-digit number, and the form is SS4. Step number 4, once those 3 steps are completed, the next step is to open up a business bank account. Again, a business bank account. And it also depends on the industry that you're in. For, as I just mentioned, if you're a construction company, you want to open up 2 accounts. One account the whole is a down payment or security deposit on a client where the job might take place 3 to 6 months down the line. And the other option is if that client decides they want a refund, you'll be able to do what? Give them back their refund. If you own properties, you want to open up a set 2 bank accounts. One is an operating account, and the second account is an escrow account. Why? Because if you have tenants or you're buying properties, a tenant will give you what you call a security deposit. Barring the fact that when they move out, there's no damages, that security deposit is not income. That security deposit is a down payment to hold either the property or the apartment with the idea that they will be refunded back at the end of their term or end of their lease or what I can call end of their agreement. If you own a restaurant, you need to open up a business bank account. If you have a construction company, you can open up 2 accounts. One for the operating account for revenue and expenses, and the second account is for material or job materials or a client down payment. If you're a lawyer or you're in the legal profession, you're going to have 2 bank accounts. One is an operating account and one is they call a trust account or IOTA account, which stands for interest on loan trust account. So that is the end of my segment for today. Again, my name is Marvin Smith. I am the founder of Smith Bookkeeping Financial Services. We provide accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, income tax preparation for personal and business. And my main purpose is not to sell you a service or get you to buy my service. I want to be able to teach you things that you don't know. Because many people that start out in life, they don't know a lot of stuff. That's why I said seek knowledge. And it should be added unto you. Knock, and the door shall open. That means the renewing of your mind. So when you renewing of your mind and you have an ambition to be something, to obtain something, it's the information that you're lacking. So I'm here to educate you so that you don't make the mistakes that many of us have made or will make without the lack of information, or another way of saying it, the lack of knowledge. Knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom means wise. To interpret knowledge is to get understanding. So, as I mentioned again, my name is Marvin Smith. I am the founder of Smith Bookkeeping Financial Services. And if you want to reach us, you can reach us at info@smithbookkeepingfinancialservices.com or go on our website, www.smithbookkeepingfinancialservices.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like us on Instagram. You can also catch me on my YouTube channel. And if you like to reach us or call us at 214-5660, or you want to fax, is 215-790-6261. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.